Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to the Salesforce Learning Bootcamp, and today is day number 3. And you can see on the slides topics are listed. So we'll wait for few minutes so that everybody join, and then we'll be starting. Just wanted to confirm: are you able to listen me properly? And my screen is visible. So can anyone confirm? Am I audible properly and the screen is visible? Yes, okay. Thank you for confirmation. Okay, so till we are waiting, so like as usual in my session, like initially I just explain concept and then I just give you demonstration, and after that you ask lots of questions and I try to answer. So I just thought like how to answer as many questions as I can. So what I did, I just went through the yesterday's recording and I just collected all the questions that you asked, and I just created a document for FAQs, frequently asked questions. So that document I have created, and that document is available with the Excel sheet. So uh, I will be talking about that. So before that, like we are on time now. So I'm just moving to the next slide. So let's complete initial slides and then I will take you there. So this is me. So every day I'm showing this slide so that you know like with whom you are learning Salesforce. So I have done lots of research. So basis on that, I'm trying to give you an overview of Salesforce admin and development. So next are virtual learning best practices that you need to know. So as you can see, like every day you need to focus on the live session. So I am assuming everybody is focusing on live session properly. You can take proper notes for future reference. You are writing down doubts and you are asking in question and answer part of the session. So that is very good approach. As I suggested, don't miss any session as most of the topics are connected. Still, if you like miss any session, so recordings are always available on my YouTube channel, so you can just go through. You need to practice each session. So for that, I just created a separate practice sheet. So through that, you can practice each and every topic. And while practicing the topics, if you face any doubts, so like very few people are asking doubts in the comment section after the session. So post session, if you have any doubt, still you can ask questions. And today I will show you like why it is important, because I am now started documenting all the questions along with the answers, right? So whenever you practice and if you see any doubt, any kind of doubt, just ask that in the comment section of that particular day's recording. So I will pick that question and I will try to answer that with the help of document. So keep doing above every day to build strong foundation for a successful career in Salesforce ecosystem. So always remember these best practices. So if you follow all the steps, you will be creating a strong foundation. And session will be divided into two parts, like initially topic explanation and demo, and then I will be covering question and answers. So this is a gentle request, like please remember me in your prayers so that I can run this bootcamp for almost 6 months. Then follow me everywhere. And at the bottom, you can see I just mentioned some prerequisites. So on my channel, you will find C, Java, HTML, and CSS videos. Those playlists are available. So if you follow those playlists, so that will give you a prerequisite for Salesforce Apex and LWC development. So many people ask me like, we don't know coding, so it will be easy for us to learn Apex and LWC. So I just tried to give you an insight like if you go with C and Java videos, so you will be able to understand Apex well because Apex is similar to Java. And HTML and CSS are required for LWC. So basically, if you go with that, if you have time, so you can just watch those videos from my channel. Okay, so jumping on the topic. So before jumping on the topic, here you can see I have just created one more sheet, which is FAQ sheet, and this link is available here. If you click on this link, so you will be able to open the sheet, right? So you can open the sheet and you will find all the FAQs that you are asking in the chat. So I just tried to document all the questions that you are asking. So this link is available with you. Just open the Excel sheet and you can go through with all the questions and their answers. Right? Still, if you will be having any questions, so I will be trying to answer. Right? So I hope this will help you. Okay. And while you are reviewing these question and answers, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create some text fields as per the requirement. Uh, like till the time I'm creating those fields, you can just go through with this document and then you can just try to understand the answers. Right. So I'm just logging in my org. So I'm already logged in. So what I'm going to do from this data model, I'm going to create all these fields. So yesterday I created name field. So now I'm going to create father name, mother name. So these fields I'm going to create on student object. So I hope you already created these fields as part of practice. So if you have not created, so you can create along with me. Also, like the document which I have shared with you, FAQ document. So you can just go through till the time I am creating these fields. So first of all, I'm creating text field, which will be for father name. So it will take some time. So be with me. So I'm just trying to create all the fields so that I can show you like how we can arrange those fields on the page layout. And we will be creating some records as well. So I'm just clicking on next. So the field creation step I already demonstrated you. So now I'm just clicking on save and new. So I just created father name. Now I'm creating mother name of type text. Clicking on next. So first of all, I will be creating all the text type fields. So right now I'm creating text type field. Then I will pick text area, then text area long and text area rich. Right. So I just created father name and mother name. Right. So I am just highlighting which fields are created. So I'm highlighting them with green. And here I'm changing the color because we'll be changing this color in future. So email, I think I created yesterday. No. Email and phone I have to create. So I'm just clicking on new. And now I'm going to create phone field. So I'm selecting phone, clicking on next. So here I'm creating phone field, clicking on next, then visible to all the profiles. Then again, I'm clicking on next and save and new. Then I'm creating email field of type email. So those who joined late, like I just created FAQ document, which is available here. So you can just open this and go through with all the question and answers that I just collected from yesterday's session. Till the time I'm just creating all the fields. So I just created father name, mother name. Now I am creating phone and email. So these are also created. So phone, you can create for type phone or number. So you can pick any. Now I am just highlighting it as green. Then we need to create age and address. So age will be of type number. So I am selecting number from here, clicking on next. So age, so here you need to focus. Length is available. And if you want to provide some decimal point, like if you want to store value like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.90. So what you need to do, you need to provide decimal point here, right? So if you go to the exercise, so here I mentioned this for some of the field, like if you are creating entrance score, so 5 comma 2, so 5 you need to put here as length, and 2 will be putting, you will be putting here. But right now, like as we know, age doesn't have decimal point, so we will be picking whole number. So here length is 18, so I can reduce it to 3. Then I'm just clicking on next. So this field will also be created. Yes, so Clash Legend, we can create phone field with text as well. No problem. So I just created age. Now I'm going to create next field, which is address. And address I will be creating of type text. And if you have gone through with the FAQ document, so you can just give your feedback if you have already created all these fields. So this will be motivating me because I am doing all these hard work, and apart from 1.5 hour, like 1 hour 30 minute session, I am daily spending at least 2 hours to prepare all these documents and exercises, everything for you. So please give me feedback so that I can feel like I am giving you quality knowledge. Then I'm going to create entrance score. So there is one question. Can you please let us know each data type field character length maximum? Okay. So for text, like maximum, whenever you create any field, so it is mentioned here. So for text, uh, here you can see it is not mentioning. So you can put any number. Then for text area, it is 255. Then here it is 131072, and here as well, right? For number, it is 18. Okay, so I was about to create entrance score. So it is of type number, clicking on next. So I think for entrance score, I just provided 5 comma 2. So what we need to do here, we need to write entrance score. Then here I am writing 5, and after decimal place, we need to write 2. Then next, so this field will be created, it will be visible, and I am again clicking on next and save and new. So this way, uh, one more field is created. Now I need to create stream, right? So as you can see, I just created text and text area. So before creation of pick list, let's create this text area long as well. So next is career objective. So I'm going to create. So I think these fields are not part of this uh, day 2 exercise. It is part of day 3. So right now I'm creating this field. So if you are joined through laptop and if you can create these fields with me, so you can just create, because I'm just creating these fields. So it is very simple. So if you want to create with me, you can go ahead. So next I'm creating career objective. So this entrance score I have created. Now I'm going to create career objective. So it will be of type text area. So I'm just clicking on next, and here I'm writing career objective. Then I'm clicking on next, visible, next, save and new. So career objective is also created. Then brief bio is of type text area long. So now we will be creating this text area long. So it will allow you to store these number of characters on separate lines, right? And the difference between text and text area is, in text you can write letters and numbers in same line, but in text area you can enter data in separate lines. And I think text is also having a limit is 255. So now I'm going to create text area long. So I'm just clicking on next, and its name will be brief bio. And here you can see maximum length is also available. Then number of visible lines. So this is for UI, like on UI, how many lines you want to be visible. So you can increase this as per your requirement. Then I'm clicking on next, visible to all the profiles, again next, and save and new. So one more field is created, which is of type text area long. Now, next I'm creating resume. So it is text area rich. So it is important to understand text area rich basically allows user to enter formatted text. You can add images and links and up to 131072 characters on separate lines. That's why it is text area rich. So I'm just clicking next. So here I am writing resume. So someone is asking, we can create 500 fields. So I just provided a document here, like how many custom fields per object we can create. So you can go with this link and you can just explore it. So I'm just creating resume, and here you can see number of visible lines are 25. So if you want to modify, you can. Then clicking on next, visible to all the profiles, then again clicking on next, and save and new. So this way this text area rich is also created. So those fields which are highlighted as green, they are created. Then I'm going to create this checkbox which is pass out. So from here I'm going to select checkbox, clicking on next, and here I'm typing pass out and question mark. So here you can see we have default value. It can be checked or unchecked. So by default, I want unchecked. So I am selecting this and I'm clicking on next. Visible to all the profiles. And again, I'm clicking on next, save and new. So this way, this field is also created. Then we have one more checkbox, which is enrolled full time. So this field basically we will be creating so that we can track whether student is full time or part time. So full time means student will study on weekdays, and part time means student will study on weekends. So this is a checkbox, visible to all profile, next, and save. So this time I just clicked on save so that I can see the list of fields. So here you can see lots of fields we created and they are available along with their label and field name. So this field name is basically API name. The fields which are created as custom, they are having underscore underscore C. The fields which are standard, they are not having underscore underscore C, right? So this is backend. Now let's jump to front end. So yesterday we created one application named as Sanjay Gupta Tech School. So I'm going to open this application, and here you will find students tab, right? So if you try to create new student record, so whatever fields we have created, you will see them here, right? So many are text type. Then we have text area. These are text area long. Then this is text area rich, resume, which is having formatting options as well. Then pass out and enrolled full time. These are checkboxes. So you can just check and uncheck these fields, right? And you can fill the information and you can store the records. And if you go to existing record, so there also these fields will be available. So always remember whenever you create new fields, so those fields will be available for new records as well as for existing records, right? So we need to create some more fields. Then I will be showing you how we can manage the page layout so that these fields can be arranged properly, because right now all the fields are coming in single column. So we can arrange them in two columns so that they will be more readable. So from here, we created this field as well. Right now, picklist fields are remaining, right? So let's create these fields as well. So first of all, I'm going to create stream. So stream values I have already mentioned here. So now I'm going to create picklist field. So after creation of text area, text area long, text area rich, I'm going to show you how we can create pick list fields, right? So we have two types of pick lists. One is pick list and one is multi-select pick list. So in pick list, we can select one option from many choices. And in multi-select pick list, we can select many options from all available choices, right? So first of all, I'm going to create stream and it will be of type pick list. So I am just clicking on new and from here I am selecting pick list. So I'm just clicking on next. So Pankaj, all these fields are available in the Excel sheet. So you can just create them from there. And Excel sheet link is available in the description. And if you can access the Excel sheet, so someone is asking FAQ link. So FAQ link is available in this Excel sheet here. So if you click, so the document will be opened. Now here you can see we have two options while creating this pick list field. So we have use global pick list value set and we have enter values with each value separated by a new line. So if I select second option, so first I'm skipping. So after explaining pick list and multi-select pick list, I will be explaining global pick list value set. But first we need to understand like how we can manually enter the values. So what you can do if values are available with you already, so you can just copy them and you can paste them here, right? Then we have two options, display values alphabetically, or second is use first value as default value. If you want to use these, you can check them. And then we have option restrict pick list to the values defined in the value set. So for example, if you are loading data from Excel sheet to your Salesforce org, so whenever you are importing data, so you need to make sure for this pick list field in Excel sheet, only these values are available. If you provide any other value, so that won't be accepted. That's why this checkbox is available here. And you can go through this help text. So enforce data integrity with restricted pick lists. This setting limits the field to accept only values from the pick list, even if the field is updated through the API, right? And if you uncheck, then this pick list field can be like accepting any value. So best practice says you just need to check this checkbox. And then I'm clicking on next, visible to all the profiles. Again, I'm clicking on next and save. So this way I created one more field that is stream pick list. So I'm highlighting it as green. Then I need to create Salesforce role, right? So we have different roles in Salesforce. So for that, I'm going to create one more pick list. And again, this will be single selection pick list. So I am selecting Salesforce. So I am here typing Salesforce role. Then again, I am selecting second option, enter values with each value separated by a new line, right? So what I need to do, I'm just copying these values from here, copying them, and I'm pasting them here, right? So this way, I just entered values separated by a new line. And someone asked, can we restrict picklist values based on user? So no, we cannot restrict picklist values based on user. Pankaj, we cannot have radio button option in Salesforce. For that, you can create picklist. Okay, people are saying my screen is not visible. So I think for me, it is visible like in other system, I have opened this. So you can just refresh or check your connection. So now what I need to do, I am just clicking on next so that this pick list can be created. So it is visible and I'm just clicking on save and new, right? So I just created this as well. Salesforce role pick list. Now I need to create Salesforce skill set multi-pick list, right? And these are skill sets. So I'm going to select this option. So you can see here we have pick list multi-select, and you can read the description. Allows user to select multiple values from a list you define. Okay. So I'm selecting this option, then I'm clicking on next. So field label is Salesforce skill set, right? So I'm just writing it here, Salesforce skill set. And again, we need to provide values here. So I'm just going to copy. So you already have the sheet. So you can just copy and paste the values here. So this way it will be created. Then number of visible lines you can set accordingly. And other features are same as single selection pick list. Then click on next, visible to all the profiles, then next and save. So this way I created all the fields other than lookup. So I just didn't create lookup because this will be covered in the next session. And this weekdays picklist through global value set, I will be demoing after this topic, right? So I think most of the fields we have created. Now let's jump to the UI, and I'm going to refresh the page. So here you can see all the fields are available if I go and edit. So this is our resume field. So someone asked me to revise. So this is text area rich field. So in this, like you can do some formatting. So let's say I am typing name Sanjay Gupta. And if you want to apply some formatting, like you want to increase the text size, you want to apply different font, bold, italic, underline. So these options you can apply if you want to put it in center. Then if you want to put a link image, so all these options are available, right? This is checkbox. Then this is pick list. You can select one option. Then Salesforce role, you can select one option. Then Salesforce skill set. So from here, you can select multiple options, right? Whatever your skill set is. So this is multi-select pick list. And you might be surprised. Like I hope many of you are related to engineering background. But to be honest, I just graduated with arts and somehow I managed to do MTech later on. So this is strange, but I managed to do it with arts degree and few diploma courses. So I'm lucky enough, like I by mistake chose arts in 11, 12, then did graduation in arts. But uh, due to my interest in programming, I somehow managed to do masters in technology, and now I'm like teaching many engineering graduates and corporate employees as well, right? So this way, I just provided this information. Now I'm just clicking on save. So here you can see this information is saved, right? If you see the pick list, so here we have one option, and for multi-select pick list, values are available as semicolon separated, right? So if you want to create new records, so that is also possible. So you can just click on new. Yeah, global pick list value I will be explaining. So just have faith, wait for some time. So here I need to provide name. So let's say I am providing name as John, then Davis. So I just provided name, and here you can see help text is available. Then I provided father name, right? Then I just need to provide mother name. So I'm filling all these information. So test@test.com. Then you can provide age, then address, entrance score, let's say 100, career objective. So these information you can fill. So this way, at the time of record creation, you can provide the data. And if you save this, so your record will be created and you can see all the information is available. And if you click here, so you will find three records, right? Now I'm going to discount. Someone is saying discount field left. So discount is basically on this instructor. So right now I'm focusing on this student object. Instructor we will be seeing later on. So this may be your assignment, because if you see on the exercise sheet, so I just mentioned it. Create all text pick list, multi-select pick list, checkbox number field on student and instructor object. So student I have created, instructor you can do later on as part of day 3 exercise, right? Now, one more thing I'm going to show you. This is quite interesting, and see it carefully, because it will give you more insight of records. So we can add some fields on list views. So here you can see this recently view is a list view, right? Here we have this one field, but if you want to have more fields here, so you can just do. So for recently view, this option is not available. Select fields to display. But from here, if you click on this drop down and select this all, so you can see these are list views. So if you click on all and go here on this gear icon, right? If you click on this gear icon, so you can select this option. I'm showing it again. You can select this option, select fields to display. So what I'm going to do, I'm selecting email, I'm selecting name of the student, I am selecting father's name, entrance score, and pass out. Then I'm selecting enrolled full time. So you can select 10 fields here that you can display on the list view. So you can see now this UI is looking much more attractive. So you have lots of information here, right? So this is similar to Excel. Like here you have heading, and these are basically fields, and below you can see you have rows. So in some of the fields there is no data, so you can easily identify. If you want to fill data from here, you can type, right? So here, like if you fill the data, so if you press enter, so you will see save button at the bottom. You can just click on save, right? So it will be saved, and it will be saved on the record detail page as well. Okay, then for each field you can see this arrow icon is available, email, then name. This is for sorting purpose. So here you can see we have Vikas, Anna, and John. So if I click here, so all three records will be sorted basis on name. So I just clicked, you can see records are sorted basis on name. So this is the additional feature that is available here. So I'm just explaining little bit about list view, because we have a separate session on list view. If you go here, so we have a separate session on list view that will be on day 6. So I will be explaining list view in detail with proper examples, right? So I think this will help you to manage your list view, and you can do it for all list view, not for recently viewed. So Subha Reddy is asking how many fields we can add in list view. So I already told you we can add 10 fields. Shubham, dependent pick list, I will be explaining. Global pick list also I will be explaining, right? So I think till here you understood everything. I just created lots of fields which are highlighted as green. These many fields I created, and I showed you how we can manage those fields on this list view. Now, if I open any of the records, so you can see all the fields are listed in single column. So I'm just going to show you how we can manage them in page layout on like right hand side as well. So again, I will be giving you brief intro about page layout. In detail, we will be understanding about page layout in next like day 5 session. Okay, so we have a separate page layout session. So there we will be discussing. So right now I'm going to give you a brief overview. So you just need to click on this page layout option, which is available under student object in object manager. So I am just opening it. Then I'm going to click on the student layout. So it will be opening, right? And if you scroll down, so here you can see all the fields are available. So what you can do, simply select, like you need to click and drag and drop it to right hand side. Click, drag and drop. So your field will be shifted to right hand side. So now you can see in two column fields are arranged, and you can just click on save. Now if you go to UI and refresh, so sometimes if you modify the page layout, so changes might not reflect immediately. In my case it got reflected immediately, but maybe in your case if it doesn't reflect immediately, so you can refresh multiple times. So here you can see fields are arranged in two columns, and now UI is looking much more better. So there is one question how we can check org is sales cloud, service cloud. Okay, so Bhanu Pratap, right now we are using developer edition org, which provides you four cloud: sales, service, marketing, and experience. But if you purchase any cloud application, right? If you purchase any edition related to particular cloud, so in my first session, I showed you, you need to purchase a license for that particular product. Okay, so I can again show you if you go to salesforce.com. So here at top left corner, you have products. So if you want to purchase sales cloud, so you need to click here, and here you can see licensing rates are available. So you can just click on pricing, and basis on this pricing, you will be able to purchase. Right. So right now we are using developer edition org, which is available free of cost, which provides you three, four clouds. But if you want particular cloud org, so you just need to purchase that accordingly. Okay. So I think till here you understood everything. Now I'm moving to next topic, which is global picklist value set. So basically, we need to understand what global value set is. So if you want to use a pick list in many objects, so for example, if you want to create a pick list for weekdays, if you want to create a pick list for weekdays for more than one objects, so instead of creating it for more than one object, you can create it as a separate pick list, and then you can use that pick list into other objects field, right? So let's understand it with a scenario. So here you can see under student object, I need a pick list that is weekdays, right? And under instructor also, I need this pick list weekdays. So I'm highlighting it with green because I will be creating it. So here I need weekdays pick list, and under student object, I also need weekday pick list. Both will be having same weekdays because weekdays are common. So what we can do, we can create a global pick list value set as weekday, and that we can use in these two pick list under two different objects. So now I'm going to show you how we can create global value set. So you just need to go to home, just click on home, and here you can search for pick list value set. So what you need to search, you need to search pick list value set and click on this option, pick list value set. So you can just read the description here. Global pick list value sets let you share the value across objects. Base custom picklist field on a global value set to inherit its value. The value set is restricted, so users cannot add unapproved values from the through the API. Right? So here I will be creating a global value set for weekday. So label will be weekday. Then this is unique name, then description if you want. Then here you can write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? So this way I just provided the values. And here you can see if you want to arrange them alphabetically, you can. If you want to use first value as default value, you can. If you select these check boxes, so while creating a pick list on particular object, and if you reference this global value set, so through that objects field, you won't be able to control these two options, right? So whatever option you select here as global picklist value set, it will be intact for other fields, other picklist fields that you will be creating under particular object, right? So I'm just clicking on save. So here you can see global value set is created. Now, one more thing I just want to show you, like it is common for global value set as well as other pick list and multi-select pick list. If you have created a pick list or multi-select pick list, either global or local, so after adding some values, later on, if you want to add some more values, so what you can do, just click on new and you can have some value here. Let's say test. And if you click on save, so it will be added to your values, right? And if you don't want to use that value and you don't want to delete as well, so what you can do, you can just deactivate. So what is the benefit of deactivate? So for example, if in some of the record you have selected this value test, and if you delete, so you won't be able to delete because it is already used by some records. So instead of deleting, what you can do, you can just deactivate. So for existing records, it will be available, and for new records, it won't be available. And this is true for other objects as well. So if we go to student, so under student, we created some pick list field. So I am going to open this one, Salesforce role. So let's say if you want to open one more role, we have 6 roles. Now, if you want to add one more role, so what you can do, you can click on new and you can type, let's say associate, then just save it. So this pick list value will be available here at the bottom. If you want to reorder, you can. If you want to replace, you can. Printable view will be available, chart color. So you can just explore these values as well, right? Now under student, I just need to create one new field, pick list field as weekdays. And just see carefully while creating this pick list, I won't be typing any pick list values manually. So here name will be weekdays. And this time I will be selecting this option, global value set. So here you can see options are available. So I'm selecting weekdays. I didn't select the second option. And here you can see these checkboxes are not visible. These are disabled because these are controlled through global pick list value set, right? And if I click on next, so I can select visible to all the profiles. And then again, I'm clicking on next and save. Now, if I go here and refresh the page, so you will see a weekdays pick list, and there you will find values as well. So here you can see if I edit, so I will be able to select values. These are coming from global value set. Now, if you want to create this pick list for other object, so we have one more object that is instructor. So you can go here, click on new, then here I am again selecting pick list. And so this global value set you can use for pick list as well as pick list multi-select. So weekdays, then use global value set weekdays, and rest of the steps will be same. Clicking on next and save. Okay, so here you can see weekdays pick list is created. Now, if I go here and try to create instructor record, so here you will see that weekdays pick list. So values are available automatically. So we don't need to provide values manually. They are coming from global value set, right? So this way, I hope you understood the use of global value set. Okay, so I'm just checking some comments. What is the use of restricted? Yogesh, I think I already answered. If you check the restricted checkbox and you are importing data outside Salesforce, so if your field is having that particular pick list value, then only it will be imported, otherwise not. So Bhanu Pratap, I think I already answered this. Can we add new pick list value by using data loader, sir? If you uncheck that restricted, then you can, otherwise not. When do we have class daily? So Avula, I think you have this Excel sheet. So in this Excel sheet, you can find dates when session is available, and whenever I schedule, I just provide the link here so that you can join. And I think it is the easiest way. I cannot go beyond this. And link of this sheet is available in the description. For second object, can I name different field name? Yes. Asit, we can name different, like we can have different name for second because that is label. So it depends on you. So, so Bhanu Pratap, first of all, you need to go to company information so that you can check the license. So from here, you can go to company information so that you can check the license of your edition, right? And then if you go here and click on view all, so here you will find that particular app. So if you have purchased Sales Cloud, so you will find sales application. If you purchase Service Cloud, you will find service application. This way you can verify, right? So now I am moving to next part. And today I am seeing less questions, so I think you are understanding whatever I am demonstrating. Then we have field dependency. Yeah, Shubham, we can change the data type of field later. So if you want to change the data type, so what you need to do, just go to particular object and under fields and relationship, let's say I'm opening number type field. So you will find a button, edit, and here you will find this option, change field type. So if you click on this button, so you will be able to change the data type. So I just clicked on that button, and here you can see you can select particular data type in which you want to change. So you can just try this, like changing a particular field to other data type. And if you face any difficulty, so like after the session, whenever you try, so you can post in the comments so that I can answer. So next, I'm going to explain you about field dependency. So we can just create dependency between two pick lists. So let's first understand like what dependency is. So how you can understand. So if you see here uh, under fields and relationships, so just beside new, so one more thing we have available, deleted fields. So if you delete any field, so all the deleted fields will be available under this button, right? And if you click on field dependency, so you can just set dependency between two fields. And this set history tracking I will be covering in upcoming sessions. So right now, let's focus on this field dependency. So right now there is no dependency. So if you click on new, so you will be able to create the dependency. But before creation of dependency, you can just go through with this description. So we can create a dependent relationship that causes the value in a pick list or multi-select pick list to be dynamically filtered based on the value selected by the user in another field, right? So we will be having two fields, one will be controlling and one will be dependent. The field that drives filtering is called the controlling field. Standard and custom checkboxes and pick list with at least one and less than 300 values can be controlling fields. So this is the criteria, right? So this is the criteria that you need to remember. So on controlling side, we can have custom as well as standard checkboxes and pick list only. And on the dependent side, we can have custom pick list and multi-select pick list. Only custom. We cannot have standard, right? So here I'm going to select Salesforce role as a controlling field. And as a dependent, I am selecting Salesforce skill set. Right? So I think I mentioned this here as well. So you need to create field dependency between Salesforce role and Salesforce skill set fields, right? So I'm going to create it. So controlling field is Salesforce role and dependent field is Salesforce skill set. Now I'm just clicking on continue. Yes, we can recover any deleted field as well. Okay. So uh, now just focus on the screen carefully. Just focus on the screen carefully. We have controlling field as Salesforce role, and we have dependent field as Salesforce skill set. So now I'm going to match it. So admin is the role. And from skill set, we need to select like whenever from Salesforce role pick list, if I select admin, so what skill set you want to show in this skill set pick list, right? So you can just click. So just click and include value. So it will turn into yellow color. Then data security include. If you want to include multiple, so just click and drag and select, then include values. Anytime if you selected wrong value, like if you selected test class, which is not part of admin role, so you can just exclude it as well, right? So just click and exclude values. So here I am selecting Smart Sheet, then Lucid Chart and G Suite, right? These values I selected for admin. For developer, I am selecting all these values till here. Then for QA, I am selecting admin things. I am not selecting flow, and I am selecting these two and these two, right? So it is purely customizable. It will depend on the requirement, like which field you will be selecting. Then for business analyst, you can select these and these two. Okay, I just need to click here. So here I'm not selecting Lucid Chart and G Suite. For architect, I am selecting all these things, everything. And we right now here we are viewing one of five. We have two more. So you just need to click on next. So you can see two more project manager. So for project manager, I just want this two and this two. And for associate, I just want these four. And let's say G Suite as well. Right? Everything is available here. Now you can just click on preview. So we have preview button. If you click on preview button, so you can just test it. Otherwise, you can simply click on save. So this way I created field dependency between those two pick lists. Right? Now, if you click again on field dependencies, so here you will see this. Controlling is Salesforce role and dependent is Salesforce skill set. Right? Now, what I need to do, I just need to go to the UI, going to students, and here I'm going to do refresh. So whenever you apply some new feature, you just need to do refresh, and I'm just clicking on new and trying to search. So here you can see we have this option available, view all dependencies, right? So if you click here, so right now you can see in Salesforce skill set, nothing is available. If I select admin, so whatever we selected for admin, those are available only. So Apex trigger, those are not coming. If I select developer, so you can see Apex trigger, everything is coming here. If we select associate, so only four, five options are available, right? Now you might be thinking why this view all dependencies is available here. So it may possible like your controlling and dependent fields are available at different places on the page layout. And you may be having more than one dependencies. So how you can identify which is controlling for which dependent? So you can just click here and you will see all the dependencies here, right? So if you are clicking here under this, so like if it is controlling or it is dependent, so it's controlling and dependent pair will be available here so that you can test it out. Like Salesforce role is controlling and Salesforce skill set is dependent, right? So this way you can apply this. You can choose and you can save the record, right? So this way we can create field dependency. So I just created field dependency between these two fields. I created between Salesforce role and Salesforce skill set. Now I'm going to show you how we can do it for checkboxes. So we have enrolled full-time checkbox and weekdays pick list, right? So controlling will be checkbox and enrolled full-time, and dependent will be weekdays, right? So this I'm going to show you how we can do that. So again, I just need to click here, field dependencies, clicking on new. Then from here, I am selecting enrolled full-time, and dependent, I am selecting weekdays. So what is the idea behind this requirement? So if enrolled full-time checkbox is checked, it means student is full-time. So student will be available on weekdays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If it is unchecked, then your dependent field weekdays will be having only Saturday, Sunday, right? If it is unchecked. So I'm just clicking on continue. Now, if it is unchecked, so I want these two values to be included. And if it is checked, I want these five values to be included, right? And I'm just clicking on save. So it is saved now. If you go to field dependencies, so you have two dependencies now. And if you go to the UI, and so let's create a new record. So here you can see now we have four. So under this checkbox, we have dependencies under this, under this, under this. So if I click here, so it's controlling and dependent will be available. So it is unchecked. So you can see Saturday, Sunday is available. If it is checked, you can see Monday to Friday is available. So this way it is happening. If you click here, so it's controlling and dependent will be displayed. So this way you can find the pair. So right now we have four dependencies. So it is very difficult to identify. So you can just click and you can find the pair, matching pair. And like right now, this checkbox is unchecked. So here you can see two values. If you check it, so you will be finding all five values. Okay, so this way you can test it out. Okay, so I think this field dependency is also clear to you. So Abhi is asking, can we recover deleted fields by just going on the object, click field and relationship on top, there is a button, deleted field, from there we can recover. Yes. So answer to your question is yes. So I am just taking more questions. So Radha Krishna asking, can we attach document as well in rich text? So answer will be yes. Yeah, so Salesforce tutorial is asking, can also explain how to access field on account to opportunity by formula. Yeah, so cross object formula I will be explaining. So that I will be explaining with the help of project. Can you change any picklist value on standard object? Yes, we can add picklist values on standard object, Mary. Can you provide which field is possible to change up to which field, sir? No, I don't have any document for that. So you just need to try. Like if you click on change field type, then you will be able to identify. Can we recover any deleted field? Yes. Abdul is asking, sir, provide handwriting notes. So I think I am already doing everything for you. So I cannot write handwriting notes. So if I do that, I think I will probably die. So like I'm creating these slides, it will take lots of time. So I cannot go for handwriting notes. You can do that. So always deployed for dev account. Just please ask relevant questions. We are expecting in-depth of Apex and LWC or Aura. Please do in the same way. Yes. Shrikant, I already told in the day zero, like everything will be explained in detail. And with this Excel sheet, I think you can identify, like everything will be explained detail. And this is third session. And you can see I am explaining in the same pace. And if I will be explaining on day 100, same pace will be there. I will be that much motivated. So I just want your support. So be with me and have trust on me. When you create pick list, you can add values. Yes. So field dependency completely understood. Which field is possible to controlling field? So Subha, for this I just showed you. So whenever you create new, so just read this article which is available here. It will answer your question. Abhi, so just read all these things. I think you are not reading all these articles. These are important. If you read these articles, you will be able to understand everything. Yeah, Sunil, I will try to explain integration as well. And I think Clash Legend and Vishal, they are smiling on my joke, like on handwriting, I think. So, okay. So I think we completed 1 hour session. So uh, I, I am just going to explain one more thing, that is schema builder, right? And I just planned formula field and validation rule as well. So I will be taking those topics to next session because like in today's session, I don't think it will be able to complete. So let's understand schema builder. So yesterday there was lots of question regarding schema builder. So now I'm going to show you. So basically schema builder is used for few purposes. If you want to see your object on the UI, like how graphically they will be available. So you can just have a pictorial representation. And if you have relationship between your objects, then also you can use schema builder. So right now you can see most of the objects are selected. So what you can do from here, you can select clear all. So all the objects will be cleared from this canvas. Then here we have options like all selected, standard, custom, and system. So I'm going to select custom object. So we have two. I'm selecting them. And if I click here, so you can see these two objects are available here. So with this way, like if you want to demo your schema, like whatever objects you have created, what all fields are available there, what are data types which are required. So here you can see red lines are required. So we have legend here. So this way you can understand. So you can take a screenshot of this, and if you are interacting with clients, so your Salesforce object data model, your Salesforce data model, you can easily explain with the help of this diagram, right? So this is the first purpose. Then second purpose, like in next session, next Monday. So next session will be on Monday. Like tomorrow is holiday, national holiday in India. So I won't be taking session because of long weekend. So if you see this legend, so here we have two relationships, lookup and master detail. So on Monday, we will be understanding these relationships. So if you have relationship between your objects, so those you will be able to see in this schema builder. Then if you want to create fields, so that is also possible. So I think from here you can create object as well as field. So let's create one field. So I'm going to create, let me check what all fields are available. So here on instructor, we don't have name field. So I'm going to create this name field on instructor. So what I need to do, I just need to drag and drop this text here, and I can select this information, field label, field name, then I can enter length and other information and then click on save, right? So if I refresh, so this way, here you can see name field is created, right? So this is the first use of schema builder. Like if you want to create any field, you can create from here. And if you want to create objects, so that is also possible. So you can fill this form, and if you click on save, your object will be created. And you can auto layout, then view options, so you can display element names. So here you can see student underscore underscore C, instructor underscore underscore C. If you toggle, so it will be showing label. Okay, so right now it is showing label. Then if you want to hide relationship, then you can, if you want to hide legend, so legend is available on right hand side. So if you want to hide this legend, you can. Okay, so and if you want to close it, then object selection, I already told you, you can search as well. You can select all, clear all. So these options are available with Schema Builder, right? So I think now you can uh, understood the difference between schema builder and object manager. So I think object manager is more useful because through object manager we can do many things um, beyond the schema builder. But for graphical representation of objects, their relationships, so after creation of relationship we can again go with schema builder and we can just check like how objects are related. So for that purpose you can use schema builder, right? And okay, one more thing we need to do, like we need to create standard and console navigation apps. So yesterday what I did, I just created standard application. So here you can see we have this standard application. So someone asked me like for custom objects, can we create console navigation as well? So answer will be yes. So what you can do, you can just go to home and here you can search for app manager. And from here, you can select new Lightning app. So I'm just typing abbreviation of Sanjay Gupta Tech School and typing console, SGTS console. And quickly, I'm going to create it. So I'm just clicking on next. And from here, I'm selecting console navigation. Someone asked like what is setup and personalize. So basically we have two type of setup. If you want full setup while opening the app, so you can select first option. If you want just service setup, you can select second option. So always go with full setup. Then next, and yesterday I used this utility item, but I just forgot to show you. So if you go here, so at the bottom left corner, you can see we have this chatter feed. So this is basically your utility item. So if you want some items to be available here so that you can access them quickly, so these are basically your utility items which are available bottom left corner. So right now in this application, I'm not placing any utility item. It is optional. Then clicking on next. So I'm just adding student and I'm going to add instructors. And then I'm clicking on next. So navigation whether related is why it is showing this. So there is some issue. It is not allowing me to go next. Okay, we need to select one more option. We didn't select navigation. So I don't see any option here. So it is saying navigation rules determine whether to open a related record in additional to the primary record. You haven't selected any navigation item for this app. So friends, like I just need to review this. So maybe next session I will get back to this problem because I don't see, I just need to research it, right? So I will be explaining you later. I don't see any option here that I can select. Let me see if it is available here. No. Okay, so this slide I'm just skipping as of now. So this we will be covering in the next session. So today I thought like I will be covering formula field and validation rules. So this I will be covering in the next session, right? So this is all for today. Now I'm just taking few more questions. So, Mary, you said like you don't feel confident about schema builder. So you can just go through and maybe the questions you can just paste in the comment section of the video, and then I will try to answer those. So those who just understood everything, they can leave like today's session completed, and next session will be on Monday, right? Monday, same time. So I'm just going to pick more question. How can we know if what case we need to choose? So Umka, hope this will be decided by the architect of your project and which pick list you need to use, global or local. Yeah. So Avula, I will be explaining formula field and validation rule in detail. Yeah, Eralda, next session will be on 30th January. We need to put page layout to see in detail page. Yes. So Nasir, page layout is already placed. Uh, uh, if you want to modify, you can do, but it is already available. Is it possible to control pick list values, particular profile or user? No. So Neil, if you want to do donation, so on each video, like you will see super option. So through that you can do if you want to uh, like buy me a coffee, so you can just pay through that. But it is optional, so I won't promote that. If we created anything on Schema Builder as it is it reflected on UI? Yes. Whatever we will be creating, like field or object from Schema Builder, so it will be reflecting on UI. But you need to make sure whether it is added to the page layout or not. So what you can do, just create a field from Schema Builder, then check UI. If it is not available, then add it to the page layout, and then it will be available. So let me just show you that thing. So if I go to the instructor, so I just created name field. So let me see whether it is available or not. Yeah, so it is not available. I am just refreshing the page so that we can see. Yeah, it is not available. So what you can do, just go to Object Manager and then search for instructor. And here you need to go to page layout. And under page layout, you need to check whether name field is added or not. No. So here you can see this name field is highlighted. So if you create field from Schema Builder, they are not added to page layout directly. So what you can do, just click and drag and drop it to the page layout. Then it will be added and save it, right? Thank you, Vidya Shri, for trusting me. So Clash Legend, we don't use Schema Builder much. It is for just having a graphical representation of your objects. Picklist value for STD and custom object, but global picklist only for custom object only. Am I right? Yeah, you can use global picklist on standard objects as well, Karthik. Swati, hello. So, Abdul, no worries, but it will be difficult for me to write notes. So you can just watch the recordings and you can just create notes yourself. So Suman, we will be using data loader. Then I will be explaining you. Okay, so we have lots of questions. So what I will do, I just showed you, like I have created this FAQ document. So I will just go through this recording and I will try to pick the questions, because I just want to have question and answers both collected. So I will be picking all the questions and I will try to collect questions along with answers. And link of this document is available here in the sheet. And from now onwards, I will try to put this FAQ sheet link in each video description as well, so that it will be easy for you to have that. Okay, so I'm giving you 2-3 minutes. If you have more questions, so you can just paste in the chat so that it will be recorded. Otherwise, whenever you watch this recording for practice, so in the comment section, you can post the questions. And in this exercise sheet, you can see day 3 task is available. So just go and explore everything. Uh, right now, I have not explained these things, so I am just removing this from here. So it will be day 4. Right? So you can just ignore this. Okay, so this much you need to complete. And this console application, like I will be explaining at day 4, right? So no need to worry. Whatever, like we have completed till schema builder. So I will be starting with this console navigation app, then we'll try to cover formula and validation rule and other topics. And accordingly, I will be updating this sheet as well. So I will be shifting formula and validation rules from here, and I'm going to paste them in the next day topics, right? So this is updated so that you can keep track. So I think you have everything. So just like follow me, whatever I am explaining. So if you have more doubts, whenever you will be watching the recording, you can just post. And if you want to learn development, so development will be starting, I think, in March. So you have almost 1 month. So you can just learn Java, C, HTML, and CSS basics from videos. Those are available on my channel so that you can have a base for learning Apex and LWC. I will be explaining them in detail from the beginning, but if you have some basic knowledge, so it will be good for you. So all those recorded videos are also in depth explained, like I am taking this live bootcamp. So you can go and just create a base for you. So thank you everyone. Just enjoy long weekend. Thank you for believing in me and joining these sessions on daily basis. And please spread the word so that many people can attend these sessions and they will also be benefited. Thank you everyone.